In 2010, in response to customers' requests for a product to help combat the rising trend of copper theft, Southwire introduced proof-positive technology. The key to this theft deterrent technology is the TraceID code, comprised of a license key and serial numbers unique to each foot of cable. These codes, along with ownership information, are loaded into a secure online database that is accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. By locating TraceID codes on the product and using the online database to identify the owner of the cable, proof-positive technology provides a source of evidence for the prosecution of copper thieves and can help slow the spread of copper theft. Proof-positive technology is currently available on 3 products: proof-positive copper, proof-positive copper-clad steel, and proof-positive span cable. To locate the TraceID codes on proof-positive cable, first identify which proof-positive product you are using. To locate the codes on proof-positive copper and proof-positive copper-clad steel, first distinguish the cable as proof-positive copper or copper-clad steel-stranded conductor by locating the single tinned outer strand. Peel back all strands to reveal the tinned center wire. The traceable codes are laser-etched on this tinned center wire. For solid conductor, the codes can be found laser-etched on the outside of the cable. To locate the TraceID codes on proof-positive span cable, identify the cable by confirming that the cable has a bright yellow outer jacket with the word traceable visible on the outside. Strip back the yellow jacket and shield if applicable. Unwind the insulated wires and locate the white marker tape. The TraceID codes will be printed on the white marker tape. Once you have located the TraceID codes, open your internet browser and navigate to www.2idcu.com. Locating ownership information for proof-positive products is quick and easy. In the top right-hand corner of the page, enter the TraceID code and click Search. After clicking Search, you will be taken to an inventory details page, which shows the owner, address, date of receipt, and product information for that specific piece of cable. This feature is available to all users of this site, from law enforcement to scrap dealers. To ensure the accuracy of the database, it is important to keep all transfers and sales of the cable up to date. If you are a new owner of proof-positive technology, you must register your transaction ID for proof-positive ownership and your email address by clicking the Register link underneath the Login button. The transaction ID can be found on your ownership transfer confirmation email, or it will be provided to you by Southwire Company. After registering, you'll be asked to create a username and password and agree to the terms and conditions of the site. After confirming this information, you will create a profile with contact information. From your profile page, you will be able to view all the proof-positive material currently registered to you. From here, you can also select full or partial reels to transfer to customers, or cut a length of cable for transfer. You can also click on the line item to view more details about the product. At this point, you can either cut a length of cable or start the transfer. To cut the product, click Cut. If you choose to cut a product, this screen will allow you to enter the various cuts you would like to make on the selected product. Please note that once a cut is made, if the Cut button is pushed, the action cannot be undone. The visual on the left side of the page helps to illustrate where the cuts are being made. Once the cuts are made, you will select which lengths you would like to transfer to your customer. You will also have the option to add more product or make additional cuts. Once all products are selected for transfer, you can review your cart. From here, you have the option to add more items, remove individual items, or empty your cart altogether. When transferring product, you will be asked for the buyer's email address. If the email address is already registered, the buyer information will pre-populate. If it is not a registered email, you will need to fill out the address information. There is an option to include multiple addresses if needed. You will also be asked for a transfer date, the date you are transferring ownership, and you will have the option to include the buyer's PO number. Before the transfer is complete, you will have an opportunity to review the transfer information and make edits if necessary. Please review this information carefully. Once the transfer is complete, it cannot be undone. Once the material has transferred, You will have the option to select a printer-friendly version of the confirmation. The transfer is now complete. Both the buyer and seller will receive an email confirmation with the transaction ID and a detailed product list of the transfer. Products will now be visible on 2idcu.com, showing the current ownership information. For more information on navigating www.2idcu.com, or for more information on proof positive technology, please contact your sales representative.